Hello my loves, welcome to my channel Sun Love Stars and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So as you can tell by the title, this pick a card reading is going to be what surprise is coming to you or what is going to surprise you next. It's basically about what is going to surprise you next or the next big surprise or something that is happening in your life that you didn't expect, or you're gonna be like a little bit like, oh, I'm surprised, or like, wow, I'm surprised, or I didn't expect that. Those type of like moments. I want to look at what is gonna surprise you next, but I specifically was asking Spirit, what surprise is coming to you now? And when I say now is a big word because now can mean in 1 hour, now can mean in 1 day, it can mean in 1 week, it can mean in 2 weeks, but now would definitely be like shortly after you watched this reading, okay? So when I think about the word now, I do feel like it is in the present moment. So again, it's kind of like, because in actuality, time is not really real. This is what we humans have created because, you know, the universe is basically just the now moment. But I was asking your spirit guides what kind of surprise is coming to you now. So I was specifying that it is supposed to be within the next couple of weeks, within the next couple of days, maybe even within the next couple of hours, okay? So this is like something that you can expect any moment from now on as you're watching this reading. Okay, so there's no real time frame, but it also is. But maybe the time frame is also supposed to be a surprise, you know, if that makes sense. But anyway, I think I'm going on a tangent. You guys know what I mean. So what next surprise is coming to you now? Whatever the heck now would mean. Okay, so in the next clip, you can choose between 3 images, and I don't want to talk too much because you guys know I'm always excited. I'm a very nosy person, and that's why I'm also a tarot reader and I like to read cards for you guys. But anyway, so in the next clip, you can choose between 3 images, and we're going to see what is going to surprise you next, where you're going to have a moment of, oh, I didn't expect that, or wow, I'm surprised, or where you have like big eyes, where your eyes are like big, like, oh my god, what just happened, you know? Yeah, but I would say I'm going to see a new reading, guys. Also, by the way, if you feel indecisive, go on Google, find a number generator, ask your spirit guides, ask God, or ask the universe to lead you to the right pile, and then, you know, go with the pile that the number generator chose for you. And also, if you're new to my channel, my name is Cynthia. Yeah, and I'm gonna read your cards today, okay? So guys, I'm going to see a new reading. Hello my lovely pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, guys. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look at what is going to surprise you very, very soon. What surprise is coming to you now? The word now is a big word, but it basically means it could happen. It could happen an hour from now. It could happen 1 day from now. It could happen 1 week from now. But now definitely means like shortly after you watched this reading, okay? So we're not going to talk about like something that is supposed to happen in 1 year or whatever. It's definitely shortly after you watched this reading. But there's really no real time frame because, again, if you think about it, we humans created time, but when it comes to the universe, it's always now. Like the time is always now. So this is what we're going to look at today. I just want to cleanse the energy here. What is going to surprise you next? Are you going to have like a, oh my God, I'm surprised, or I didn't expect that type of moment? Okay, that's what we're going to look at now. I'm going to channel the energy, and then I'm going to show you the cards here and there. So let me see what's happening here. By the way, pile number one, I already want to let you guys know that I pick up a lot of information. So I feel like a lot of you guys chose pile number one, which is also the reason why there's a lot of things coming. So I might mention specific situations, but I'm going to explain what the core energy is, or what the surprise is. I'm going to explain what the surprise is in general, but I also might go into specifics. Does that make sense? So for example, you know the surprise is ice cream, but I might go into the different kinds of flavors of ice cream, but the overall energy I'm going to describe to you guys. But then again, for some of you guys, I'm actually mentioning the situation itself specifically, okay? Okay, pile number one. So what I'm picking up here for you guys is I pick up a strong energy here that the next surprise that is coming to you, or the surprise that is coming to you right now, or very shortly after you watch this reading, is that you are going to, I pick up a strong energy of like you feeling like you wasted your time with something, or something is a waste of time, but it is not, okay? So there's a strong emphasis on, for example, a friend of yours is telling you, hey, let's go somewhere. Because I'm being brought, Spirit is showing me like movie scenes where one friend or one person wants to go to a party, or one friend or one person wants to go to a place, you know, and this person's like, oh, maybe there's nice guys, or maybe there's nice girls there, you know. One person's like, hey, let's go there, and you're like, damn, it's a waste of time. There's usually fuckboys there. You know, I was never successful when I went there. For example, this person says, hey, let's go on speed dating. Let's try speed dating. Or, hey, let's go to this, you know, to this job interview. Or, hey, let's send job applications to this company. Although it's known that the chances are very low or very slim that the company even, you know, replies to you, because it's a big company or something along those lines, or they receive a lot of applications. So I pick up a strong energy where you are going to feel like something is a waste of time, but you're going to do it anyway. Okay, so for some of you guys, it has something to do with a friend, because we have the Three of Cups here. So I pick up for some of you guys, it's kind of like a friend. Again, just imagine, you probably all have already seen like a movie scene where one friend is like, hey, let's go there, let's go to this new restaurant, you know, the cook is really cute, or the waitress really cute and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my God, it's a waste of time. I don't want to go there. I don't even feel like going out. I don't feel like socializing. Or I just think it's a waste of time, like nothing is going to come out of this, you know, and your friend is like dragging you to this place. And again, for others of you, it is not a friend that is involved. For some of you guys, it might even be, if it's not a friend, for others of you, I pick up a strong energy of, you feel like you did something. I'm being brought to movie scenes where you know how the main character, or the protagonist, the main character in the movie, is like trying something. For example, they're doing a ritual to kind of like manifest something, or because Spirit is showing me like a person who is doing a ritual, putting all ingredients together, kind of like, for example, they want to how do you say that, they want to do something against the villain. You know how the hero, there's like a hero, a villain type of situation in almost every movie, and then the hero you know, wants to stop the villain from doing something, and then they go to a person. Let's say, for example, they go to a fortune teller, because Spirit is bringing me there, and this fortune teller says, oh, you need a little bit of lavender, and then you need a little bit of rose, and then you put this and this and this together, and it has to be you know, by a full moon, and you do everything, or the hero in the movie does everything and nothing happens. You know, and then the protagonist or the main character in the movie says, I think the fortune teller was just talking gibberish or was just blabbering, you know, nothing happened, or where the hero walks away, like there's a bowl, because Spirit is showing me like a bowl and there's like ingredients, or you did something and this person feels like, or this protagonist, the main character in the movie, feels like nothing happened. I thought there was like a firework, or I thought something big is happening as I do this ritual, but nothing is happening. And so the main character walks away, and then usually in the movie they show like a short, you know, a few seconds after the hero walks away, all of a sudden there's like a light. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, just imagine like a bowl, and you do things and you're like, oh my God, like when somebody is expecting for something huge to happen, as they do, you know, as they follow the instruction of this person, of this guy, this guru or whatever, okay, or kind of like, it's like your last try. Because I'm literally, guys, I don't know if you guys watch Supernatural, but this is what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to Supernatural, where they want to stop kind of like somebody from doing something, so they do like a whole ritual, you know, guys, with the whole situation. In case you do watch Supernatural, there's like Rowena, she's a witch, she has a lot of like kind of like where in certain moments where you feel like this is the last chance, or this is the only thing, like there's nothing else that I can do against the situation or to solve this problem, that's the only thing that I can do, kind of like in movies where it's like the last thing that a person can do and there's nothing else, they have no other idea how to cope with a situation or what to do. So they do something, kind of like they follow the recipe of a witch, or they go to somebody that is deemed crazy. Does that make sense? They go to somebody that is deemed crazy, or that is deemed to have like crazy, or kind of like conspiracy theories, or when something is just like a myth, kind of like when something is a myth, like you don't even know if it works, but you still go to this person. This is the type of movie scenes that Spirit is bringing me to. And then you do everything, kind of like the instruction, you do everything and nothing happens. So you thought there's like a huge firework after you did this ritual that the witch was recommending to you, just an example, like in the movie, and nothing is happening. And as this person is like walking away, all of a sudden there's like pew, there's like a light, it's flickering, but you didn't notice it because you already turned your back and you walked away. So only later in the movie, the protagonist or the main character realizes that what they have done is actually working. Does that make sense? This is what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to, oh, it's a waste of time. I don't even know why I'm going here. I don't even know why I'm doing this, because we have the dolphin here. So for some of you guys, maybe you have seen a lot of dolphins recently, or dolphins have a significant place in your life, or they have a significant symbol in your life. There are a significant symbol in your life, okay? Or somebody has bought something with dolphins, or you recently saw dolphins. It's just a confirmation that this is your pile. But it says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm being brought to kind of like, oh, I did this vision board, but nothing ever happened. It was a waste of time. Or like, I did this vision board, but I feel like me doing this vision board was a waste of time. This was like a waste of time because nothing came out of it. Or you did a ritual and it was a waste of time. You know, you could have done something else. Or you pay for something, you pay for a course or a class and you feel like it was a waste of time. There's something about where you feel like something was a waste of time, or you invested energy into something that brought nothing to you. I'm being brought to people who I'm being brought to people, like, if we look at social media, because let's be honest, we do live in a digital age where it's a lot about social media. I'm being brought to kind of like, let's say for example you are a company, and let's say for example you create makeup, and there's like this product that you have for a while. Since you opened your business, there was one product that you had, but nobody was really interested in it. So you feel like it was a waste of time, or it was like the wrong thing to invest in because nobody buys this lipstick. Does that make sense? So nobody's buying the lipstick that you created, or again, you could think of any other thing. Or it's like a t-shirt, like say for example you are a fashion designer, there's other t-shirts or there's other clothing pieces that a lot of people do buy, but there's certain pieces that not a lot of people buy. So you almost feel like it was a waste of time for you to create this. And then all of a sudden, this is the product that you thought was a waste of time is the one that goes viral. You know, like the lipstick that nobody cared for since 3 years, since it was launched, all of a sudden it blows up. I'm being brought to like people when they say like an old video of them is blowing up that they posted like a year ago. This is what I'm being brought to. I'm being brought to kind of like you did something in the past, you felt like nothing came out of it, like you journaled something, you drew something, and you felt like it was just a waste of time for me to do this because nothing came out of it. You know, I've been journaling for 2 months and nothing came out of this, or I've been visualizing for 2 weeks and nothing came out of this. That's what it feels like to me here. So for some of you guys, it's something that you did by yourself in hopes that something big would happen, but nothing happened. And then for others of you, it's kind of like a friend that is telling you, hey, let's go somewhere, let's do something. Or your friend is kind of like, hey, let's try this out. And you feel like, damn, it's a waste of time. But you know what? Just for the fun, just, you know, because I want to support my friend. For example, your friend says, hey, come with me to this, you know, place. And you just want to go there to support your friend, but you don't go there because you really want to, but you're going there because, again, you want to support your friend. And then there's the surprise that is coming to you. So the surprise is coming to you in a moment where you feel like something was a waste of time, or something is a waste of time, or nothing is going to come out of that situation. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay. I'm picking up a strong energy here. Again, this could also be connected to financial gain. It's kind of like you invested into something and you feel like you wasted your money on something, or you feel like you wasted your time, or you put so much effort and energy into something and nothing came out of it. You put like 3 or 2 hours into, I don't know, a makeup look, and you post it on social media and nobody cares about it. So you feel like I wasted my time, I wasted my energy, I wasted product and stuff like that. But only a few months after you actually posted this video, it blows up, or there's like a huge increase of some sort. Okay, so again, it says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So I almost want to say this is about a ritual, a manifestation technique, something that you did in the past where you felt like, man, I expected more. You know, like you thought, if I'm gonna meditate the next 3 days, I feel like something big is about to happen, and nothing freaking happened. And you felt like it was a waste of time, but you initiated an energy. It's kind of like you're walking away from the bowl, you know, where you just did the ritual, and as you're walking away, the bowl is activated. You literally activated the bowl, or you activated something, but you didn't notice it because it didn't happen immediately, or you were impatient. There's also a strong emphasis on you being so impatient that you don't even realize that it's kind of like when you are impatient and you don't want to, you know, look at something overnight. For example, you do something and you're like, if the results don't happen immediately, it was a waste of time. So you walk away and you don't even realize that it's not a waste of time, you were just impatient. This is literally what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it was not a waste of time, you were just impatient. That's all that it was. Okay. For others of you, I'm picking up a strong energy here of, again, a friend suggesting something to you and you actually think it's a dumb idea or it's a stupid idea, but it is not. You know, it's like there's a big surprise connected to that. There could be an energy where a friend says, hey, let's invest money into this, or let's you know, try this out. Let's, you know, for example, one of your friends says, hey, let's go to a manifestation coach, or let's, you know, go to this class, or let's go to this seminar, let's apply for this job, let's send an email to this person. You're like, it's a waste of time. It could be as small as, listen to me, it could even be as small as you wanting to get a refund for something, and you feel like it's a waste of time to even try to get a refund because you're not going to get one. But your friend is like, your friend doesn't want to let loose, and they're like, hey, if you don't want to send the email to this company, I'm gonna do it. And then they actually refund you. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. For some of you guys, I'm picking up a strong energy. I'm being brought to stories because we have the boat here. Okay, it says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Okay, so there's something happening when it comes to your financial situation, when it comes to your money. You could even feel like you are very surprised about where the money comes from. So that you see, it's kind of like an energy where you're going to be surprised about where the money comes from that you have been praying for. Let's say, for example, you pray for money and you think it comes from one place, or this is the person, or this is the energy, or this is the job where I'm gonna, get the money from. But you're gonna be surprised because the money that you have been asking for comes from a different place. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? Something about where you're going to be surprised about how much money you make with something, or that something that you thought was a fail is actually a success, or something that you thought you didn't expect the money to come from that place. I don't know what this means, okay? So this is like unexpected money, or you're going to be surprised about that something brings so much money to you, or how much money you can make with something is what I'm picking up here, okay? With the boat. Okay, for others of you, I'm gonna go more into the specifics now, okay? For others of you, I'm picking up a strong energy here because we have reconciliation, you see? And again, the reconciliation, hold on guys, let me do it like that. Okay, and the reconciliation can be different things, because for some of you guys, it's like you are reconciling with something that you did in the past. You drew something, okay? You drew something, oh, I want my dream apartment to look like that, and you were so like how do you say that, you were so bubbly about it, you were so enthusiastic about it. But in that year, because I feel like it might even be something that you did last year or something like that, whenever you did this project, or whenever you drew something, you visualized, you did your vision board, you were so enthusiastic about it, but for weeks or for months nothing happened. So you already deemed it as, oh, it was a waste of time, or nothing came out of it, so whatever. Kind of like where you are indifferent, or you might not even remember it. And then you reconcile with that energy. It's kind of like where you reconcile with the vision board that you have done. Does that make sense? So all of a sudden there's like this manifestation, and you remember, damn, I think I drew something on my vision board. I think I did a journal entry. So you're going to remember again. Reconciling also for me feels like remembering details, or remembering information, or remembering something from the past. So you are going to remember a tarot reading. You're going to remember some type of manifestation. You are going to remember something that you said. You might even have done a prayer. You said a prayer, nothing happened for weeks or for months, you forgot about it. And then this the surprise is coming to you, because I feel like you're going to be shocked about what you are seeing. So you're going to see something with your eyes, and it's kind of like, oh, I remember now, like 2 years ago I did a vision board, but it only came now. Like it was 2 years ago that I that I glued this picture on my vision board, or that I drew this situation, or that I wrote this down, or that I did this manifestation technique, or that I prayed for this. So you're going to reconcile with something that you did in the past that is only now paying off. For others of you, the reconciliation can also be about you being very surprised, because I feel like you're going to bump into a person from your past, but don't be scared, because I feel like it's going to be a good reconciliation, okay? So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you might be reconciling. And again, for others of you, what I'm also picking up here is you might be trying something that you tried in the past. It didn't work in the past, and then you try it again just because, or because your intuition is guiding you to try something again, because you're like, maybe you're telling yourself, maybe it's different this time, because there's something about time here that I pick up very strongly, okay? With the sand clock here, there's something about maybe it's different this time, or maybe even again you just get inspired by somebody else. Let's say, for example, something didn't work for you, and you already told yourself, you know what, fuck it, I don't believe, or it doesn't work for me. And then it's like a friend comes to you, or an acquaintance comes to you, or you hear a success story where somebody says, it worked out for me, and this happened and that happened. And you tell yourself, maybe the timing was not right when I did this. So let me maybe try it now. It's been 2 years, let me try it again. Or you just get very inspired by somebody, or somebody is telling you, hey, use this technique and that technique, and then it's going to work out. And you didn't have the information about those techniques. Does that make sense? Where you get more information about something that you did in the past. Now you are wiser, now you have more information about it, and this time around it's working out. Does that make sense? Because the timing is right, or because you use a different strategy, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, there's something happening for others of you where you are going to be very surprised about you meeting somebody from your past. Okay, so the way I see it, I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Let me show you the card so you see what I see. So we have here walk about, it says bare feet. These are actually like Australian Aborigine cards that I haven't used in a while. You see, I haven't used them in a while, but I always liked them, and then there was a long time where I didn't use them, and now I found them again, and I really love them because for some odd reason, every time I look at them, I pick up like you know, some cards are hard to read where you really have to take your time, and then other cards that just speak to you. And these cards, they might not say much to one person, but to me they tell me a whole story. Anyway, so we have here bare feet, but coming back to I used them in the past and I stopped, and then I'm using them right now, and I'm so surprised how well they work for me. That's what it feels like to me here. So we have bare feet. Okay, and then let me show you this card right here. Okay, now if you are not familiar with tarot, the Nine of Pentacles usually talks about a person who is a happy single, she's doing her own thing, or she's very independent, kind of like, I can do this on my own, I can achieve this on my own, I don't need help from nobody. May that be at work, or may that be kind of like, I don't need to be in a relationship, I feel good by myself, I like being by myself and stuff like that. Or when somebody really achieved something, kind of like you have your own apartment, your own car, your own money, your own business or whatever. There's something about this is I did this on my own, self-made, and it was only me. Or because the Nine of Pentacles is very focused on self, so it's basically like focused on you as an individual. But if it is in reverse, for me this feels like you might be surprised that something that you thought you would do on your own, you're not doing it on your own. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, let's say for example, okay, just roll with me. Let's say for example, your friend says, I want to go to this restaurant because I'm interested in the waiter, or I'm interested in the cook. Okay, you guys know those movie scenes, and you're like, oh, whatever, you know, but you love your friend, so you just kind of like for emotional support, you keep them company, you go to this restaurant. And then you think to yourself, well, if my friend is gonna hook up with the waitress or with the waiter or with the cook or whatever, I'm gonna sit there by myself. So you already tell yourself you're gonna be by yourself, or it could be like you're gonna be very surprised because I feel like on that day you expect to be by yourself, but you're not. Does that make sense? So again, the Nine of Pentacles in upright means you're doing something on you. This is about doing something on your own. This is also like the happy single, or I'm doing my own thing, or this is not about like collaborations where you are with people and you exchange ideas and stuff like that. Okay, this is about you do your own thing. Now, if it is in reverse, for me, this feels like you're going to be surprised about that you are not alone on that day, or you expected to be alone, or you expected for your friend to hook up with somebody and you're just the third wheel, but you're not. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. Something about you're going to be surprised about, oh, I thought I would spend the day by myself. I thought I would be by myself. I thought this would be a one-man show, but it is not. Okay, because if you look at that card more closely, which is the reason why I picked this up here. Hold on, guys. I don't know if you can like see it. But in the Tower, hold on. Let me do this correct. Yeah, it doesn't want to focus really, but in the Tower. Okay, I hope it's kind of in focus, but if you can see in the Tower, there is a person. Do you see that? Basically in the Tower right here, there's literally a person inside. Does that make sense? So you're walking da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, you know, I'm all by myself, or I'm hearing also the song, me, myself, and I, that's all I got in the end, that's all I found out, and there ain't no need to cry, I took a vow that from now on I'ma be my own best friend. But you're not gonna be by yourself, because I want to kind of like show you what Spirit is showing me. So she's walking in the tower on the left. There's a person inside, but she doesn't know it. So she's walking into this building expecting to be by herself, but she is not. Does that make sense? Hold on, I'm just checking if I'm in focus. So she's expecting to be by herself. She's walking into this building, okay? And she's not by herself. It's kind of like where you drive to the airport, you think that you're gonna wait by yourself at the airport, and then you meet somebody like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in years, what's going on, you know? So it's like a place, again, it could be an airport, it could be a library, it could be a coffee shop, it could be going to the mall because you need something. There's something happening where you're not gonna be alone, okay? Even though you expect to be alone, or you expect something to be a one-man show. Now let me tell you what I'm literally seeing here. So and it's gonna shock you is what I'm picking up here, okay? Because again, for some of you guys, it's about like, reconciling with a person from the past, but again, it feels like friendly, kind of like you used to be friends with this person, or you used to be very friendly with this person, or you guys used to be acquaintances, but somehow maybe the connection got lost, or it's been a few years since you guys last met and stuff like that, okay? But I also want to say something about that, okay? And for others of you, it is literally about like how you already forgot about what you did, or that you like where you write something down and you already forgot about it. So you're basically meeting your own manifestation. So what you wrote down in your journal, or what you spoke, or the prayer that you spoke, you are reconciling with your prayer, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you pray for something, nothing happens, and then for some reason you meet this person, and it's like literally the manifestation of your prayer, and you are basically meeting the energy that you put out into the universe a few months or a few years ago, if that makes sense, okay? But the way I see it, so here's the Emperor, right? He's sitting there, he's sitting pretty, okay? Because I want to explain to you what I'm seeing. Now, I was shuffling the cards, and then another Emperor came out. So it's two Emperors, two people that have the same energy, okay? So we have another Emperor. Do you see this, guys? It's like these two people that are sitting there, right? Do you see that? They could be sitting across each other, okay? They could be sitting across each other, but you both sit in the same place, or you're both sitting somewhere. And the way I see it is, because if I look at this card, you know, in the back, there's a window. Okay, so for me, it looks like, if I look at this card, for me, this looks like a building that is high. So for me, it looks like a skyscraper, or it looks like a rooftop, or like a building with a rooftop. That's what I'm picking up whenever I look at this card. Now, if you combine these two cards, you can literally see how she's walking to this building, okay? And then as she is entering this building, the person is sitting there. Does that make sense? So you might be shocked about you walking into a building and somebody sitting there that you recognize, or somebody that you used to talk to. So you're walking into a room, you're walking into a building, you're driving somewhere, because we have the card here, carriage. It says a journey, either physical or mental. So you're literally driving to a place. Okay, thinking to yourself, it's like it's a day for yourself. It's like a self-care day. I'm doing my own thing. I'm just here doing my own thing and stuff like that. You know, me, myself, and I. And then you sit down, you look up, and then there's another person. And for some reason, you guys are connected. Okay, so I don't know what exactly this means. This could be because you manifest, like you literally manifest the person into your life, and they all of a sudden sit in front of you, and you know you manifested them because you wrote certain things down, or through a conversation you realize that this is what you have been praying for. Because for some of you guys, you have been trying to manifest new friendships or networking, or you have been trying to manifest something that can help you with something, okay? So for some of you guys, this is a manifestation of help arriving, or this is it feels like a manifestation of help arriving, or a friendship, because we have the card here, friendship. Okay, it says a friend needs your help. So for some of you guys, you have been praying for help, and help is coming to you. That's what is going to surprise you, because you thought the universe didn't hear me. God didn't hear me, so I have to do this on my own. Does that make sense? And then you're going to be surprised about, oh, I don't have to do this on my own, and there is help. And I'm so surprised about it because the universe did hear me when I was praying for help. Okay, so it says, a friend needs your help, your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. So for some of you guys, you might actually be very surprised because I almost feel like you have been saying to Spirit or the universe, because I'm hearing your prayer. I'm hearing for a lot of you guys, you have been praying because you felt like you could not do something on your own. You felt like, I need help with that, or dear universe, please send me somebody that can help me with that, or I need some support, or I need something, like somebody needs it, where you have been basically praying for guidance. The universe, please help me to make the right decision, help me to overcome this, help me with my finances and stuff like that. And the way the prayer is manifesting is through you meeting a person who has the information that you need. So this could actually be like a therapist, a counselor, but the reason why it's going to surprise you is because you will have like a special connection, okay? Even if it is like an accountant, a counselor, or whatever, because it could even be literally a person who who's going to help you with something like more formal. Okay, so for some of you guys, it's like, help me with my financial situation. Then you end up meeting somebody who wants to open up their own business, and they're asking you, hey, do you want to be a co-founder? Just an example. Does that make sense? That's the energy that I'm picking up here, where there's another person, and this other person that you meet, even if again from the past, you might be meeting somebody from the past, and you might be telling this person, you guys haven't seen each other for a while, you might be telling this person that, I don't know, you need a lawyer, and they're like, hey, I actually have a really good lawyer, or you know, like an accountant, you need an accountant, or you need a new job, or something along those lines, where the person that you're meeting has the help that you need, or has like the contact that you need, has the number that you need, like, hey, go to this counselor, go to this therapist, go to this accountant, go to this I don't know, like coach or whatever. Does that make sense? Where they might even be telling you a success story with something, and they might be recommending a person to you, and you go to this person, and you might actually think, oh, it's a waste of time. You go there anyway because you have nothing to lose, and it's not a waste of time. It's actually something that was worth the money, or brought a lot of changes to you financially, or somebody that is really like, it's literally what you have been praying for. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. So there's something about you meeting a person, and I feel like you guys are very similar. For some of you guys, you might also be extremely shocked about how similar you are to a person. So you meet with a person, okay? This could be literally from a dating app. This could be like, you know, you met an acquaintance, or you're going to meet somebody from the past, and you're like, this person says, hey, we should catch up on a coffee or whatever. And you're like, I don't know if I want to go there or not, but you're telling yourself, fuck it, why not? You know, you might even be realizing that you're sometimes too independent, and that you sometimes, how do you say that, where you feel like you should socialize a little bit more, because while you love your solitude, you also know that it is important for you to connect to other people, and, you know, talk to other people and hear other people's experiences and stuff like that in order for you to grow, okay? So you guys are gonna catch up with a coffee or something along those lines, or you guys are gonna have like a long conversation. And the funny part is you're gonna be very shocked about how similar you are, because I'm literally hearing like, shut the fuck up, no, you're lying, but in a good way, where you're literally gonna say like, oh my god, you're lying, because this person might be telling you how their last year went. They might be saying, this happened to me last year, and you listen to this person, and what this person is describing is exactly how your last year looked like too. Or they might be telling you about, you know, their last relationship, and their last relationship ended just like yours. Does that make sense? There's something happening where you talk to this person, and you're going to be shocked about how similar they are to you, or how similar their life story is to you. And I'm literally hearing you saying, stop it, you're lying, oh my god, this happened to me too. So you're going to be very shocked about how similar you are to another person, or how similar your life story is to another person. Again, this could be somebody from the past, this could be somebody new, but you're going to be shocked about, like, oh my freaking god, I cannot believe this. Like, when you talk, it sounds like me, like what you say sounds like me. Does that make sense? For others of you, I'm also picking up a strong energy here where you're going to be shocked about a departed loved one contacting you. Okay, so there could be something supernatural taking place, because we talked about supernatural, right? So I feel like there's like a grandpa, a grandmother, a dad or a mom from the other side, and I feel like they're going to contact you. They're basically going to leave. Do you know what I'm being brought to? I'm going to be very honest. I'm seeing, like, you know, sometimes in movies, I feel like it's like in, you know, fantasy movies or whatever, but anyway, I'm seeing like footprints on the floor, but nobody is in there. So the room is empty, but you're hearing footsteps, or you're seeing, not that you literally see it, but I'm trying to describe the energy where you see footsteps on the floor, but you know nobody is in the house but you. So it's basically like your departed loved one. Because I almost want to say like you're going to be a little bit scared because you're going to hear noises, or there's something supernatural happening, but your spirit guides want you to know this is your auntie, your uncle, this might be your grandpa, your grandma, your dad, your mom from the other side, but they're going to contact you. But I feel like you're going to be a little bit shocked because it might be very intense. Like this might be a very intense supernatural experience that is like almost like bonkers, where they throw something down, or they make a noise, or you maybe like hear this person's voice and they're not even in the room. There's something happening here, okay? Because again, for some of you guys, this journey that Spirit is talking about you that is going to surprise you might not even be you driving somewhere, because again, it's a lot of you guys watching. So for some of you guys, it is you literally driving to a building, and for others of you, it's like you're meditating and you might be thinking, oh, it's a waste of time for me to meditate because it doesn't change your life, or it doesn't make any difference. Or you might be trying astral projection, or you might be trying to kind of like think about something before you go to sleep so that you manifest it. So you literally like you lay in bed and you tell yourself, you know what, fuck it, I'm already desperate, I don't know what to do about my situation, so let me just try this whole visualization thing before I fall asleep. And then you do it. And for some of you guys, you're going to see immediate results the next day or the next couple of days. And for others of you, you might be doing it and you might be, you see nothing happened. Like you visualize, you lay in bed, you're like, you see nothing happened. But then it's just delayed, like 2 or 3 weeks after you did that visualization before you went to sleep. That's when it comes to you. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, so for some of you guys, this is also about mentally, where you... something about your sleep, or doing something before you go to sleep, or for example you put like a crystal underneath your pillow because people say it's going to help you to sleep better, and you're like, yeah, whatever, and then you try it, and after a while you see that it is actually working, or something along those lines. There's something about like also where you try astral projection, or you try meditation, or you do like a long meditation session, or you try yoga. There's something happening where you try something, but it has something to do with like the mental health department, or something about the mind, something about the mind, visualizing, something about like replaying a scene in your head, or something about thinking about something before you go to sleep, or saying a prayer before you go to sleep, or speaking something into existence before you go to bed. And you're going to be shocked because whatever this energy is working, or on that day you have like a dream that shows you hidden information. On that day there's literally a manifestation happening, but again, it has something to do with either meditation or sleeping, or closing your eyes, or taking a nap. Something is happening there. Like you might be surprised about a dream that you have while you take a nap, or about a very significant dream that shows you like the future. For some of you guys, this surprise is about a dream that becomes real, like a prophecy, or a dream that you had maybe even like a few years ago. You had this dream of this place, and you end up standing in front of that building that you had a dream of a few years ago, and you're going to be surprised about it. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? For some of you guys, you're going to be surprised with the friendship card here. Okay, for some of you guys, again, it's the surprise is connected to a friend and what a friend is recommending or suggesting to you. For others of you, you're going to be surprised about you starting to have a friendship with somebody. So you might be talking to somebody very randomly, and you might be surprised about how similar you guys are, and you're going to be shocked about like that you guys become friends. It's kind of like a friendship that you didn't expect, or you're going to be surprised about how good you and this person connect to each other. So it's kind of like a surprising connection where you thought you and this person, you don't have anything in common, but you have like more than a lot in common, or you didn't expect to be friends with a person like that because maybe they look very differently or something along those lines, or they just have like a different energy to you. And again, you're going to be shocked about like, oh my god, I didn't expect for us to become friends, or this person might actually end up being your best friend, or something along those lines, where it's like, you know, in movies where I'm even being brought to movies where there's two people that don't even like each other in the beginning because they think, oh, I don't like you, where you both think that you don't fit together. So there's something about like movie scenes where there's two people, and I'm being brought to movie scenes where there's two women or two men that maybe seem to be like I don't know, they seem to not fit together. Maybe one person is like, I don't know, like more of like, let's say for example, one is more of an artist, like it's like a guy. Okay, I'm just going to talk about men because I don't want to exclude you guys. Exclude you? Yeah. So let's say for example, there's one guy and he's soft and he likes to paint and he likes to listen to meditation music and he likes to pray and stuff like that. So he doesn't like men. He doesn't want to be connected to other men, you know, like on a friendship basis, who are people that party, or people who, I don't know, like when one person is more like edgy and the other person is more soft, even from the outer appearance. Does that make sense? And then you end up talking to this person and you realize, oh my god, we're so freaking similar. Kind of like where they're just like, you know, like where you feel like they're just a different part of you. Let's say for example, you're the edgy one. Okay, let's say for example, you are the edgy one. You like to wear dark stuff, dark makeup, dark feminine. And then the person that you connect to, she is just like you, but she's like the light feminine version of you. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like I'm being brought to twins, but one twin in the yin and yang. So one twin is more like is dressing very dark, and the other twin is dressing very light, but they're both very similar. They just go in different directions, but it's still the same energy. I don't know how to explain it. Does it make sense? Or it's like when a person is like the opposite version of you. They're still the version of you, but they're the opposite. I don't know how to explain it. It's very weird, but I like it. It's like I'm hearing opposites attract, but it's not really opposite. I feel like you just maybe dress differently, or there could also be an age difference. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there could also be an age difference where you're like, no, this person is too old, they would never understand me, or this person is too young, they would never understand me, something along those lines. Okay, so you're gonna be surprised about you becoming friends with a person and they're just like you, but they're just like let's say for example, they're the more edgier version of you, or they're the more you know, fluffy version of you, or they're the more rebellious version of you, or they're the more watered down version of you. You guys are the same, but I feel like they're gonna remind you of you. You look at this person, you feel like you look into a mirror, they are you, you know, but instead of their favorite color being black, their favorite color is pink. Does that make sense? So it's like, you love black, and you're like, oh my god, I cannot stand people who wear pink and are just love and light and peace, you know? And then you meet a person who's love and light and peace and wears pink, but they're just like you, and you're like, oh my god, they're just like me, but they're like the pink version of me and I'm the black version. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense, okay? I don't know how else to describe it. We also have the card here, future, and it says you may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits. You see, there's something about you didn't expect this party to be this good. You didn't expect for this date to be this good. You didn't expect to meet a friend at this place. You didn't expect to become friends with this person. You didn't expect to meet somebody from your past. And then you didn't expect that you connect to this person so deeply because you haven't seen each other for years. Okay. And it also says you may travel or host an overseas traveler. So for some of you guys, the surprise might be, again, for some of you guys, it might even be like where somebody is like the Spanish version of you or the black version of you. Does that make sense? I don't know how to describe it, but if you like, for example, sometimes like in the industry or whatever, there's like one comedian and then you say, oh, you know, this person's the Spanish version or the black version or the Indian version. Does that make sense? I don't know how to describe it. You know, for example, I'm seeing like where you cuss in one language and then the other person cusses the same way but in a different language. But if a person would look at you and the other person, you make the same hand gestures, you say the same things, but they just say it in a different language. Does that make sense? This is what I'm being brought to. So it's kind of like a mirror, and I'm even seeing like another person. I'm seeing like a third person. Listen to me, I don't know what this is, but I'm seeing like a third person looking at the two of you, and they're gonna be like, you guys are very similar. What the heck is happening here? Or you maybe say the same thing, like you have the same quotes, you use the same quotes, you rap the same or sing the same song. It's like, do you know what I'm being brought to? Oh my God, I'm seeing like a movie scene where there's like 3 people. So it's you and this person that is just the pink or black or purple version of you, and then maybe your friend or like a third person or whatever. And then this third person is sitting in front of you and the other person, right? And then how do you call that? And it's like this friend says something and then you guys give the same answer. For example, pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza. Is your friend is saying pineapple doesn't belong on a pizza, and then you and this person that you're so connected to, you both at the same time in sync say pineapple does belong on a pizza. And then you look at each other like, oh my God, you think the same way as me. You know, this is what I'm being brought to. Or you say the same stuff at the same time. You have the same favorite song. It's like when a person is looking at the both of you and your friend doesn't like that song. You know, because now I'm seeing like a car or like you being in a car. So one person is driving, then there's like, and the other two. And then your friend is like, can you put on radio? And then one person puts on the radio. And then there's a song that you love, but your friend doesn't like. And then the other person, whoever I'm talking about, you both are starting to sing to that song and you both love that song, but your friend doesn't like that song. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like, then your friend is like, oh my God, these two are so similar. What the heck is going on? Or like, you guys are like twins. That's what I'm being brought to. Okay, again, for others of you, you could be meeting somebody from overseas, you could be meeting somebody that is traveling, or you could be meeting somebody while traveling, okay? But there's definitely like a party or a gathering that is so freaking fun and you didn't expect it, and you're just so happy. Like, it's like one of the best days you've had in a while, or something about you have the time of your life, even though it's like you have the time of your life even though you didn't want to go there or you didn't want to do this or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here, okay? Again, you may travel or host an overseas traveler soon. Either way, great social fun awaits you, okay? Alrighty, let me see if there's anything else that I'm picking up here. Let's get one last card, just one. Yeah. I also feel like a strong energy here of you being surprised about how connected you are to an older person. So this person might be a little bit older than you. For some of you guys, I feel like it's definitely somebody from your ancestry. It's like a grandpa. I feel like a grandpa. I feel like a grandma, a grandpa. There's somebody that already passed away on the other side, and you're gonna be shocked about them contacting you. Okay. there's also like something supernatural happening as you meet this person, because now Spirit is showing me, I'm hearing the invisible guest, or where your spirit guide is kind of like an invisible guest as you meet another person. So it's kind of like there might even be an energy where you and another person, you guys are meeting. I don't know if it's a friend of yours, if it's somebody from the past, but you are basically meeting with somebody. I feel like it's an accident, or you guys didn't plan on meeting, but you're gonna meet on that day. But on that day, you might also witness, you both are gonna witness something supernatural or something weird. Okay, is what I'm picking up here. I'm picking up you guys both seeing shooting star, like you might be seeing a shooting star as you are with a person, or you might be seeing something in the sky that, you know, you cannot, I'm hearing unidentified flying object. This is what I'm being brought to, or something supernatural might be happening as you're going out with friends, or as you're meeting with a friend, or you might also share similar supernatural stories, okay, where you're going to talk about supernatural stuff, and you both share similar stories about you seeing stuff, you know, that is unexplainable. Okay, one more. What is the surprise about for pile number? Yeah, beauty queen. Okay, let me see what that is about. Yeah. I'm picking up the energy here where you're going to be shocked about how beautiful a connection is, or how comfortable you feel. I'm picking up an energy where you didn't expect somebody to be so chill. Like you didn't expect this person to be so relaxed, so chill, or you didn't expect for this gathering or this party to be so relaxed and chill and cool and stuff like that, or something about, I'm also picking up an energy where you didn't expect for an interview, like a job interview, to go this great, or that you didn't expect for a job interview to be this cool and relaxed, because I'm being brought to kind of like when somebody's tense, like oh my god, I have to be professional, but then it's like super duper relaxed and calm and cool, and your boss or the recruiter is super nice, super calm. Or something about like where you might actually get also introduced to somebody. There also might be an energy where your friend is like, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody, and you might be a little bit nervous, like, oh my god, I'm not good with meeting new people, but this person is super duper cool and chill, and you're ending up actually being friends with this person. Does that make sense? So you didn't expect to be friends with this person. You didn't expect a friendship to come out of this. For others of you with the Four of Swords, there's something about like you're going to be surprised about how comfortable you feel in another person's presence, or how calm you feel as you're talking to this person. Because there might be an energy where you the way it's kind of like an energy where you feel like you are better off alone, or you like to do things on your own, or you might be a little bit too independent sometimes, where you prefer to be by yourself than to be around people, or you sometimes have like your phases where you really like to be by yourself, or it might have just been like the last couple of weeks or days where you felt like you would rather do things on your own. Okay, and again, you're going to be shocked about how much fun you have socializing, or you're going to be shocked about how calm and comfortable you feel around a person, or how much you enjoy another person's presence or another person's company, because you usually like to enjoy yourself, but then you enjoy this person's presence. Or you might also be somebody who doesn't really like, you might not like crowds, or you might not be the best at socializing, or you might not be really good at starting conversations, or you might not feel comfortable in everybody's presence. So you're going to be surprised about how comfortable you feel around this person, and how in sync you are with them, and how nice the conversations are flowing, and yeah, just how comfortable you feel around them. So you're going to be shocked about how comfortable you feel around this person. I don't know who this person is, but I feel like you're going to be shocked about a connection. Like this was such a beautiful date, such a beautiful conversation, such a beautiful like party, where you really feel like, oh my god, this person is so beautiful, and I actually enjoy being around them. I actually enjoy talking to them, which is rare, or it doesn't happen often, is what I'm being brought to. Okay. Yeah, and for others of you, there's something about you did something in the past, you buried it, like that is done, and then you I'm hearing you bury some, or you take something that you already buried, like you already buried something. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's like metaphorically, or you tried something in the past and it became dust, or there is dust around this, like I didn't touch it for years, and then you take it out of the corner, you take the dust away, and then you open it again. And I'm hearing, but this time it is different. So you're gonna be surprised about how this time around something is different, because you tried it in the past and it didn't work, but this time around it is different. And this time around it's like a wish fulfillment. This time around a wish of yours is fulfilled, or this time around it's the best case scenario with that situation. Don't know what the heck that means. Okay, pile number 1, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped. I love you guys. I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye. Hello my lovely, pile number 2. So as you can tell by the title, we're going to look at surprises coming to you now, kind of like the moment where you're super duper surprised about a situation, or you have this moment of, oh my god, I didn't expect that, oh my god, I'm so surprised, you know. This is what we're going to look at. I also wrote, or I was asking your spirit guides about what surprise is coming to you now. And what I mean by that is, I'm not talking about a surprise that is coming to you 1 year from now, because that would not be now. So this means shortly after you watch this reading. This could be 1 hour from now, 1 day from now, 1 week from now, 1 month from now. But again, I'm not talking about a whole year until the surprise comes to you. So it's basically shortly after you watched this reading. Okay, but again, there's actually no time frame, because now is literally like every moment is now. When it comes to the universe, we humans just created time. But anyway, I don't want to talk too much about it. I know you guys want to know what this surprise is, or this unexpected energy that comes to you. Yeah, so let's begin your reading, guys. Give me a moment. I want to collect myself here. So first of all, pile number 2. I pick up different energy, so filter out what is for you, because there's a lot of people watching me and it's a general reading, and I'm trying to be general or describe the general energy, but I might go into specifics. And if your soul is responding to whatever I am saying, it's probably for you. Okay, so first of all, pile number 2, I want to talk about a little bit of, because I'm seeing 2 energies here. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm seeing something that is gonna surprise you, that you might not be as happy about. And for others of you, like there's like, I'm picking up 2 energies here. Okay, so pile number 2, I'm picking up 2 energies, and as a tarot reader, or as you know a medium for your spirit guides, I have to tell you the truth. So don't worry, don't be scared, but I pick up 2 energies here, so we have to talk about both. Okay, so I pick up like 1 energy that is not so good, meaning that I'm seeing like you being shocked about a person and the way that they act towards you, or something that has been going on behind your back is gonna come to light. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys, but you know what I actually want to tell you guys, because I'm picking up an energy here, and again, I always want to be transparent, because your spirit guides or God or the universe is not only there to give you good, give you like good news, because sometimes you need to know about the dirty stuff that is going on behind your back, because your spirit guides love you, they want you to be safe and they want you to be happy, so they're going to expose everything that is not supposed to be in your life. So with the 10 of Swords here, especially here with the Temperance in reverse, I pick up a strong energy. Okay, it all comes together now, guys, so bear with me. Okay, so pile number 2, I pick up a strong energy where the surprise that might not be as good, or let me say it like that, I'm hearing like somebody cussing. It might be you, and I'm not judging you, because we all threw a temper tantrum at some point, like, oh my god, universe, I thought you'd take care of me, or where you thought that your spirit guides took care of you, but then something shitty happens and you're like, what kind of blessing is that? Or for example, when somebody says something is a blessing in disguise, it might trigger you, or you just don't like people saying, oh, it's a blessing in disguise, or there's a reason behind everything. Do you know what I mean? And again, I'm not judging you at all, because sometimes we have a temper tantrum. I recently had one, very honest. Like 2 weeks ago, I had the biggest temper tantrum. I was like, fuck everything, so I'm not judging you, but I'm picking up the energy of like, where you look at a situation and you're like, what the fuck is it? I thought the universe is protecting me. I thought God is hearing my prayers. I thought, I don't know, like where you just thought like, or you maybe felt like, or you feel like, or you're going to feel like, why is this happening to me? I'm such a good person, or I did so much for that person, or why is this happening to me? Hear me out, okay? Hear me out. Give me a chance to explain. But this might also be somebody else wanting to say that to you. So somebody might be wanting to explain something to you, okay? Because I feel like there has been something going on behind your back. And again, this is just the first portion of your reading, and then we go to the other one. But I think you usually start like with the not so good stuff, and then you end, with the good stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm picking up the energy where you're like, you might be a little bit mad. I feel like you're going to be surprised about how another person did something behind your back, and it's going to come to light, okay? You were not aware of this. I feel like you're going to be surprised about how a person, and again, this is it's going to be very different. So for some of you guys, I'm picking up a strong energy of somebody telling you that they love you, and you don't expect that because maybe you guys broke up, or maybe it's like a person from your past, and this person might be coming back and saying, I still love you, or I love you, or let's try it again, or I don't want this to end, or something along those lines. It might even be somebody that you already forgot, okay? So you might be a little bit surprised about a person coming to you, wanting to start all over again, or you might be surprised about somebody telling you, I love you. Okay, with the Ten of Swords, this could be somebody that betrayed you. This might be like a family member, a friend from the past, or a past lover, or a past person like your ex or whatever. Could be coming back and saying, hey, I love you, or I cannot forget you, I want to be with you again, I don't want this to end, let's mend the connection. Okay, something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. So you're going to be surprised about how somebody tells you, I love you. For others of you, this might not even be a person who did you wrong. You might just be very surprised about a person telling you that they love you because you didn't know that they had feelings for you. So you didn't know this person was feeling so strongly for you. Okay, so there could be a revelation of, I have feelings for you when it comes to another person in your life, and you might be a little bit like shocked about it, okay, or surprised about it. Or you could be very surprised about how a person shows you that they love you, because with the Ten of Cups here, this could also be a gesture of love where somebody does something special for you and you're very shocked about like this person doing something for you. But I'm also hearing kind of like, I'm going to be very honest with you guys, because I'm hearing, we have the Fire here, okay? The Fire says strong emotion, passionate, love or hate. Okay, and I pick up both. I pick up love and I pick up hate. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I love my feathers over here. But with this card here, for me this feels like you might be surprised about somebody showing you love, and you didn't expect for this person to show you love. And then on the contrary, you were expecting, okay, it's very hard for me to describe it in words. So let's say, for example, you were expecting somebody to support you or have your back, and you were thinking you can trust this person and this person is trustworthy. They're gonna end up, because I'm seeing like an exposure. It's like a person that you thought you could trust, but Spirit is exposing this person that they have done something behind your back. We're going to talk about it in a second, okay? And you were like, you're going to be shocked about like, oh my God, I thought this person loves me. I thought this person likes me. Why would they do that to me? On the contrary, there might be an energy where you didn't know how much another person that you never looked at, or the other person was never like, you never really thought about it, but this other person, it's like an energy where you don't know that somebody's praying for you, or you don't know how much one person has your back. So you expect for one person to have your back. You find out this person's talking shit about you behind your back, okay? So you're going to be surprised about it. Oh my God, I thought you would be, where you were expecting for a person to really have your back, or it's kind of like the person that is the nicest turns out to be like the worst behind your back. And then another person that you maybe thought was questionable turns out to be the trustworthy one. Does that make sense? So on the contrary, the other person that you did not trust turns out to be like the person that you can trust. So this person talks positively behind your back, and you thought they talk shit about you. And this person that you thought talks good about you behind your back talks shit about you behind your back, or does something behind your back. Does that make sense? There is something happening here. I don't know what this is, or you could be surprised about how one person doesn't like you. So you could end up seeing or noticing that somebody doesn't like you, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't really know why I'm surprised about it, because I thought they liked me, or they were always friendly. But then you hear that this person doesn't like you, and then a person where you thought they don't like you, they do like you. Where you thought, oh, this person can't stand me, but this person does like you. This is very like twisted. I don't know what this energy is. Give me a moment here, guys. For others of you, again, I'm gonna be very honest here. For others of you, it's kind of like where a person appreciates you and loves you and shows you love and appreciates you and helps you, but you didn't expect this person to be there. If I could describe it in a movie scene, okay, because the way Spirit is helping me to bring these messages across, they usually show me movie scenes. So it's kind of like you, for example, have to hold a presentation and you're very nervous and you rely on one person to be there, and then this person's like canceling on you, hey, I can't come, and you're like, oh my God, you know, now I'm by myself, and I thought this person would, where you thought 100% this person would always be by your side and this person would be in the crowd, in the audience, cheering you on. But instead of that person, you were betting on this person. Instead of that person, it's another person standing there. And you're going to see that this other person loves you way more, appreciates you way more, is genuine with you, or something along those lines. I don't know what this is. It's really hard for me to put it into words, but you're going to be shocked about the support or the recognition or the appreciation, or somebody talks very positively behind your back and you didn't know about it. Does it make sense? So I'm being brought to kind of like a shout out. When we look at social media, it's kind of like where strangers have your back more than the people that you know. It's kind of like a person that you thought would support you doesn't support you. But then a stranger supports you way more, shows you way more love than a person that you thought would show you love. This is so weird. I cannot, it's a little bit, it's not that easy for me to describe it, but it's kind of like, because the hat here, it says you will be playing a different role. So just imagine you are like in a movie and you are the main character and you have like a history with one person, and you think that this person will be there until the end of the movie, but then there's like the roles are switching where this person is exchanged with another person. Does that make sense? It's like when a person in a movie is like shows one side of themselves, and then in the middle of the movie they switch or show a different side to themselves. This could be a colleague. This could even be like a job situation where you thought you would, it's almost this energy where you thought you would always stay at this place, or you thought you would always be friends with that person. You thought, kind of like where you didn't expect a change in your friend circle, or you didn't expect a change in the people that are surrounding you. For others of you, I'm gonna be very honest, or for example, you have like, you're going on a date. Okay, let's say for example you go on a date and there's like two candidates or two women or two men that you're eyeing, and then with this one man you think, oh, it's gonna go great, and then the date is not as good as you thought, and then the man where you thought the date is not gonna be good is the date that is gonna be good. That's what it feels like to me here, if I could describe the energy. Okay, so I don't know what this would mean in your life. There's also something about, if it's not a person, but I feel like for a lot of you guys it is a person, there's something about where you are going to be surprised about how much love or how much a person loves you, or how much a person recognizes you or appreciates you. And then on the contrary, you're also going to be surprised about how one person is so ungrateful, or how a person is not showing any gratitude for what you're doing for them. Okay, because we have here recognition, reward for merit. Okay, so you're going to be recognized, but you're not going to be recognized by the person that you thought you would be recognized with, you know what I mean. For some of you guys, I'm seeing a pregnancy. Okay, so somebody here could be getting pregnant. Okay, so there could be like an unexpected pregnancy. May that be you or a person around you, and you're going to be shocked about it. There's also something about, you're going to be shocked about how a person lied to you and told you that they're done with another person, but they're still in a relationship with them. Okay, so I don't know what the heck this is. It's like it's a little bit weird here. I don't know. It's like secrets are coming to light. Okay, or it's kind of like the universe is showing you this person truly loves you. You know, keep this person in your life. And they're also showing you this person doesn't love you, so don't spend more time or don't put more energy into it. Okay, this could even be like a colleague, this could be an acquaintance, this could be a family member, I don't know. It's kind of like an energy where spirit is showing you who has your back, and you might be surprised about like the outcome, or where the roles are switching. There's something about different people play a different role, okay, is what I'm picking up here. With the sexuality here, again, there could be like a pregnancy, because the card says existing relationships could find a new passion and heighten sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, be aware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So there's something about a pregnancy that is going to be a surprise here. For others of you, you could be surprised about a relationship here, because again it says existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family are strong. Okay, there could also be an energy where you're going to be surprised about, man, I don't know what this is, guys. Let me see. Where's the Ten of Swords here? Where's the Ten of Swords here? The Three of Cups in reverse. So I'm hearing three is a crowd. So it's kind of like the energy where you're going to be surprised about how one person doesn't, it's like a love-hate. I'm picking up an energy of like a love-hate, where somebody loves you but hates you at the same time. And it's like they, I don't know, there's something happening here where somebody is being exposed. Let me say it like that. You're going to be surprised about somebody being exposed here. Let me see what else. Where's the Ten of Swords here? Where's the Ten of Swords here? Okay. It's like, yeah, Four of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like there's like a secret that somebody's going to tell you. This could even be like a secret from like when a friend tells you a secret, like, hey, pie number 2, I haven't told you about that, but I want to be honest. There's something about a secret. This might be a friend telling you a secret, or this might be a friend helping you to expose somebody. Okay, this could even be like a friend who's helping you to put the puzzle pieces together, because it's almost this energy where something has happened in your life. Okay, I'm going to be very honest. It's kind of like an energy where something has happened in your life. It might be like you didn't understand where all of this is happening. Like, why am I always dropping my stuff? Why is everything getting canceled? That I, do you know what I mean? It's kind of like when you do something and you notice that the energy is weird. The energy is weird lately, or the energy has been weird lately. Okay, I feel like the energy has been weird lately. You could have noticed that a person is acting weird, or you could have just felt the energy in the air is weird. It's like weird stuff is happening. Okay, and it almost feels like you're going to be shocked about the reason why all of this is happening. Okay, but it has like two sides to it. Like, one, it's like positive, but it's negative at the same time. So one, it's kind of like, everything that was hidden from you is getting exposed, about people, about what they're doing behind your back, what they really think about you. But there's also like, you're going to be surprised about how much love a person has for you, or it could also surround your love life. Something about there's a surprise in your love life, or there's a surprise about how much a person really loves you, or how much a person really thinks about you, or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Let me see what the heck that is about. Okay. I don't know what is happening here. Okay, it's a little bit weird. For others of you, we also have the card here, strategy. Okay, so if somebody has been trying to do something, or like it's like where somebody is trying to be strategic in order to when somebody's like wearing a mask and they're being exposed, is what I'm picking up here. Now, for others of you, the strategy here as well is also about how you're going to be surprised about how a strategy is working for you. So you might be trying a different strategy with something here. Okay, I pick up like the energy where, okay, listen to me, this could also be where you try one strategy and you think that strategy is not gonna get me anywhere. So you try one path. You think, okay, if I walk this path, you think you thought if I try option A, you thought option A was the way. Why am I, creating a poem here? So you're going to be shocked about how plan number A doesn't work, but plan number B does work. Does that make sense? So let's say, for example, let me think about it. Let's say, for example, you have 2 job interviews. In one job interview, you're so convinced that this is going to work out. This is your job. And things just don't work out at all. And then the job interview where you think this is not going to work out for me is the one that works out for you. Does that make sense? There is like a switch. Okay. Let me see. What is that energy about here? So to be honest with you guys, I feel like I also pick up an energy here of let me say it like that. There's this energy where, again, it looks like a blessing in disguise. Let's say, for example, you have a friend, and it doesn't have to be a friend. It could be anything else. It could even be like, I don't know, you just quit your job because you cannot take it anymore. It could be literally anything. Just see how it fits in your life, okay? I'm also seeing a croissant. So I don't know, maybe somebody might be eating a croissant, or I'm picking up like a French energy here. I don't know what this means, like a French movie or a croissant, or I'm also hearing aujourd'hui, which means today. So there might be something exposed to you today anyway, I don't know. So let's say, for example, you have a friend and for some reason it just doesn't work out and you guys split or you guys part ways, because the Ten of Swords does talk about like an ending, like a relationship ending, a friendship ending, a contract ending, a connection ending, something being cancelled or something along those lines. And you're like, why is this happening to me? That's like not a good thing. Like this is, for example, even this reading, you might even feel like this is not a positive reading. I thought it was a positive reading. So you're thinking like, why is this negative thing happening to me? What you don't see is like this friend, you have this friend, you guys part ways. You delete this person's number, they delete your number, okay? But as you guys are parting ways, as you guys delete each other's numbers, okay, there's a huge, it's like this person was blocking a blessing. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. It's like a person who blocks your blessings, and as soon as you get rid of this person or as soon as you part ways, this blessing comes to you. So you think to yourself, man, why am I losing friends? Why is this all of this happening? But you're losing friends because these friends were snakes, and these friends have been blocking your blessings, or they have been, you know, like dragging you down, or they have been like suppressing your energy. Does that make sense? So as soon as they're not in your environment anymore, this could even be like, for example, I'm gonna be very honest. For example, you still have like a picture of your ex. I'm gonna be very honest. You have a picture of your ex, and it's still laying around in your room. Something in your intuition tells you, maybe I should throw this picture away. You throw this picture away, and shortly after you meet someone special. It almost feels like this picture of your ex, or this old gift that you still have from a person from your past, has been like, their energy was still contained in it. Does that make sense? It's like when you still have a picture of your ex and it's laying around, and your ex is trying to manifest you back, because it's not for everybody, but if your ex cannot let go of you, and they want to manifest you back into their life, and you have a picture of them, their energy is attached to the picture. So when you have this picture in your room, it starts to be energetically holding back maybe from new love to come to you. So you take this picture, you throw it away, and you can feel that the energy starts to become different. It almost feels like you throw something out, you throw something away, or you end something, or you cut somebody off, or you cut something off. This could even be a habit, like where you didn't think that this one habit has anything to do with your career, has anything to do with your money matters, but as soon as you stop this habit, money comes to you. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? There's something about a blessing in disguise where you don't see how one energy is connected to the other. It's like the energy where you only realize how toxic something is when you withdraw. It's like you didn't, it's like an energy where you didn't notice the smell because you were in the room, but when you go outside and then you come back into the room, you can smell the scent, but you couldn't smell it because you were right in the middle of it. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. So I truly feel like with the Four of Pentacles, you are releasing something, you're throwing something out, you're letting go of a habit, or you're letting go of a person, okay? You don't know that it has like it's like connected to a different area in your life, because we have the card here, positive work outcomes. It says, consistent efforts will bring rewards and a major purchase is worth making, okay? So it's kind of like a major, yeah, you see? So it's kind of like a major, how do you say that? It's like a major change that you do. It's kind of like, it's a major loss to lose your friend, or it's a major loss to, does that make sense? And you think, oh, that's a bad thing, but that's the only reason why now money comes to you, or why now new love comes to you, because this person's energy was somehow suppressing for this good energy to come to you. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? So there could also be an energy where you throw something out of your apartment. It's like, oh, I still have this, you know, this chair from, it was a gift from my auntie, but you don't have a good connection to your auntie, and your auntie, you know that your auntie is not to be trusted, but you still have stuff from her in your room. You throw it out and you immediately feel a difference in the air and the energy. It's kind of like you had to get rid of something in order for something else to come. And I feel like you might be surprised about how one energy is connected to the other. Does that make sense? You thought there's no connection between these two energies. You didn't think that your friendship with this person has anything to do with your love life, or you didn't know that this habit has anything to do with you finally finding a job. That's what it feels like to me here. So you're going to notice that you don't want to it's like where something is revealed to you, like it's revealed to you that this habit is, blocking you from receiving money, or that this person is like sending negative energy to you somehow, some way, or you're gonna see this person's true colors in a situation. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me. So it's almost like this negative energy has to go, whatever this is. It could be like an item, a habit, a person. And only because this energy is not in your room anymore, it's not in your apartment anymore, it's not in your phone anymore, it's not in your phone anymore. You for example, you delete old text messages or something along those lines. And you releasing that those old text messages has something to do with something else here. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, this is very freaking weird. This is very, very odd. Let me see. This energy could also be connected to a woman with blonde hair. So we have here fair woman. It says dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So this could be you. Okay, this could be just a confirmation for you guys that this is your reading. If you have very fair skin or just fair skin, or blonde, gray, or white hair. I'm also hearing ginger. Okay, but let me see. Okay, this could also, now for some of you guys, this person with blonde, gray, white, or ginger hair could also be the one that is exposing that secret to you. Does that make sense? So this person could also be the one that is helping you to solve a riddle, or this person could also be the one to help you figure something out. Okay, let me see. Why is the fair woman here? Let's just make sure. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles here, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Why is the fair woman here? One last card. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, bottom of the deck, yes. Okay, so this fair woman, she could be blonde, she could have blonde hair, blonde, gray, white, or ginger, or she could have very fair skin. I'm also seeing like eyes that are green or blue, like light eyes. Okay, she could also have like a short haircut. So even if she's not fair, it could just be that her hair is like she has a bob or something along those lines. I feel like this is like a woman, and again, for some of you guys, it might actually be like your mother or somebody in your friend circle, or it might be like a departed loved one. You know, your auntie or your grandma that you loved is taking care of you on the other side, and they're somehow exposing something to you. But I feel like they're gonna say something to you, because if you look at the Page of Pentacles, do you see that here? If you look at the Page of Pentacles, he's taking notes. So there's something about somebody in your surroundings will notice something and say something to you, and because they say something to you, you also notice something. There's something happening here with noticing. Oh, that is not good. But you noticing that is not good and getting rid of it is the reason why good things finally come to you, because that was like, it was like a stone. It was like a stone that was, you know, like a creek. Just imagine a creek, and there's a stone that is preventing the creek to flow. Okay, so you're basically finding the stone in the creek, taking it out, and then the creek is flowing. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. There's something about with the Star card. This could also be, excuse me, a dream. I feel like this person is going to make you notice something here. Okay, there is somebody that is going to make you notice something. Okay, this positive energy when it comes to your work, because we have your positive work outcomes. It says consistent effort will bring rewards, and a major purchase is worth making. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Star, okay, that's very good energy. This is like wish fulfillment when it comes to your finances, your money situation, or finally manifesting a certain amount of money, or finally finding the right idea to, you know, for your business to blow up, for, you know, something about like finding the right idea or finding the right thing to do in order to really bring a lot of finances, a lot of stability to you, a lot of money to you. Okay, this might be a person who gives you a compliment and says, hey, your hands are really beautiful. I think you should start hand modeling. Okay, this could be literally it, where this woman says to you, I feel like you have very beautiful hands. Why don't you start hand modeling? You know, and you think about it and you try it and it actually works out for you. But she made it's like this person makes you notice it. Does that make sense? And on the contrary, what I'm also picking up here is like, if I could describe the energy, it's kind of like where one person says, Panabitu, your hands are ugly, but it's a lie. And then the other person's like, hey, your hands are actually very beautiful. Why don't you do hand modeling? But in your mind, you always thought your hands are ugly. So you never had the idea of hand modeling, but this person did it on purpose. So does that make sense? So it's kind of like one person who is actually preventing you from manifesting your dreams, and one person who is pushing you even more to manifest your dreams. So there's two energies here, and both are being exposed. So you're gonna see both energies. You're gonna see, oh, this needs to stop, and you're also gonna see, I need to follow this person's guidance, or I need to follow this sign. This sign here I need to follow. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. There could also be a fair woman, again, with blonde, white, gray hair. She could also have blonde highlights or red hair, ginger hair. Could also be the one that is going to give you a shout out, or that is going to somehow talk very positively about you, is going to recommend you to somebody, and you're going to be shocked about it. You might be receiving new clients because of her. You might be receiving a job because of her. You might be actually receiving a job promotion because of her. You might have the most brilliant idea because of her. And again, if it's not this woman, I feel like it's just your spirit guides or the universe communicating that to you, or just a female energy that is going to communicate this to you here, okay, is what I'm picking up. This could even be coming to you in a dream where you're talking to like a woman with fair hair, with, you know, like blonde, white, you know what, like a fair skinned woman, or like a fair blonde hair. Oh my god, it's a tongue twister, you know what I mean. You see this woman in your dreams and she's telling you something, and then you wake up with this idea and you're taking notes. Do you see that? But again, it doesn't have to be a fair woman, but it's a woman, or it's a female energy, or it's, even if it's a man who's very feminine, okay, a very feminine man. Let me see what else is going on here. It's kind of like where a person is like leading you to success, but there's also a person who wants to ruin your success, or who wants to lead you astray. Does that make sense? So one person wants you to succeed. They genuinely from their heart want you to succeed. So they're actually genuinely going to help you. And then there's one person that doesn't want you to succeed, and both is going to get exposed to you. Okay, and that's where this big change comes to you when it comes to your finances, or when it comes to work. Or again, it says a major purchase is worth making. So somebody might be suggesting to you kind of like, hey, why don't you buy this? Or somebody might be helping you to buy equipment. There's something about a big purchase where you invest money into something. Do you see that? The King of Pentacles is somebody who has money. This is somebody who does have money, and the King of Pentacles is investing into stuff that brings even more money to them. So there's also an energy where somebody might be suggesting to you, hey, why don't you invest into that? Why don't you buy that? Okay, or you're going to make a big purchase, and this big purchase brings even more money to you. It's kind of like where somebody spends a lot of money on equipment, and it's like an investment. So for some people would say, oh, are you stupid? Are you stupid? Why do you pay so much money? Or, you know, you could have gotten it cheaper, or something along those lines. But you feel like you want to be, you don't want to be stingy. It almost this energy of like where you don't want to be stingy, and you want to invest into something. This doesn't even have to be money, but where you invest extra time, extra effort, extra energy, or you do something extra that takes more time or more money or more energy, or you make a bigger purchase, or you exchange something, kind of like, oh, I want to upgrade something in my room, or I want to upgrade something in my skincare routine. It doesn't matter what it is, but whatever this is, whatever you put your energy or money into, it actually brings really good results to you. Your skin has never looked this good. Your hair has never been this shiny. Your money is like quadrupling, or why am I hearing that? Quadrupling? That is crazy. I don't know. This might be not for everybody, but I heard quadrupling. That came freaking out of nowhere. It's like where you invest money into something. It's like when somebody receives money, like let's say for example you have an online business, And the money that you get from your first clients, your first purchases, you invested into something, you invested back into your business. And people would say, are you stupid? Why don't you use that money to buy new shoes? And again, nothing wrong with buying new shoes, but somebody might be saying, why don't you buy new shoes with it? But you would rather want to invest it into your jewelry business, but then it pays off. So you're going to be surprised about how fast the money that you invest into something pays off, or it comes back to you. It's kind of like when you invest money and it comes back to you. I don't know what this means. It's like you put $200 into something and those $200 come back to you immediately, or even like quadruple of it. But you took the risk to invest it though. Does it make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. Okay, so there's something happening here about also, again, how you're going to be surprised about how a strategy is working for you. Okay. So again, for some of you guys, this could be like a woman that is suggesting a strategy to you. She might be saying, hey, try this. This could even be on YouTube or in a book or in real life. And she's like, hey, try this strategy. And she's right. So you're going to be surprised about how this woman or how this female energy was right. You taking her advice brings really good results to you, brings money to you, brings, I don't know, a wish fulfillment to you because you took her advice. That's what it feels like to me here. And there might be another person who says, don't do what this woman says. So there's another person who says, don't take this person's advice, but your intuition will tell you, I want to listen to this woman. And Spirit is going to prove to you that this woman is telling the truth, or that you following in your intuition pays off, even like when it comes to money, or when it comes to you listening to your intuition is like makes a huge difference either in your love life or either in your career or your finances. But again, there might be a person who is against it. So I don't know who this energy is, but they're not. This person is only against it because their energy is weird. Okay, so they might be greedy. There's something about like where a person says, don't put this money, I don't know what this is, but it's like this person says, don't put this money into your jewelry business. Let's go out, have fun and drink and dance. Again, nothing wrong with drinking and dancing, but they don't want you to spend the money on you because they are stingy and they want you to spend the money on them. So the reason why this person is against you following the other person's advice is not because they genuinely want you to succeed, or they're genuinely like, how do you say that? They genuinely have your best interest at heart. They're actually very selfish. They're very selfish by, well, you should invest that energy on me. You should invest that time in me. You should pay attention to me, you should listen to me, but it's for the wrong reasons. It's not for guidance, it's because this person wants to feel like you're number one, or they want to always be right, even if it means giving you wrong advice. I don't know what this means, guys, okay? Let's get one last card here, and it's all going to get exposed to you. Even if you tell me, Cynthia, I have no freaking idea what the heck you're talking about, it's going to get exposed to you, okay? Is there anything else? What is the surprise that is coming to pile number 2? Man, that took me a while to figure out, you see, but it almost feels like you're going to be surprised about what you're going to figure out, but it comes with the good and the bad. So it's not only good and positive, because sometimes we have to get rid of the negative in order for the positive to come to us. Okay, yeah, we have the Queen of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. Okay. It's like, I feel like you're gonna try something new. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands, it's kind of like your heart. Wow, your spirit guides are here. Dang. It's like your heart or your intuition, or it's like you're gonna feel very, very drawn. Okay, this feels like you're gonna feel very, very drawn to a new energy. This could be a new person, a new strategy, a new job, a new place, a new book, something new. And then a person here next to you doesn't want you to approach it. So they're like screaming, if I could describe the energy, it's like you're walking. Okay, you're walking, and then there's a person in behind you, and they're like, hey, pie number two, look at me, look at me, look at me, you know, but it's like attention seeking. So when you look at them, you don't see what is in front of you, but what is in front of you is good. So you're turning around, your intuition tells you, let me continue to walk this path despite of this person's disapproval, or let me walk this path despite of this person not thinking this is a good idea. And then you're going to see like, oh damn, my intuition was right. But I feel like you're going to be surprised about how positive the outcome is. So it's like you're going to be surprised how much something is working, or how significant somebody else's advice or suggestion is. Okay, it's like it brings so much positive changes to you, and you didn't expect it. You didn't think, only because I throw the picture of my ex away, I don't think there's something, you know, but then you're noticing, oh my God, my anxiety is calming down. Like I had anxiety for weeks. I didn't know where it came from. Since I threw, you know, this picture away from my ex, I can feel that my anxiety is calming down. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't expect this one thing to be connected to the other. Okay. That's the best way that I can describe this energy here. Okay. Pie number two, I think that's all I have for you guys. This is going to be very interesting. I don't know what the heck this means, but there's like everything is coming to light. So everything that you didn't understand, you're going to be surprised about why certain things have happened, and you're also going to be surprised about why certain things have not happened yet. What has prevented for certain things to happen in your life, or for changes, what has prevented for changes to happen to you or in your life. Okay? Because again, this spirit guide is exposing like, hey, this is what is happening behind your back when you're not watching. Okay, now number two, I feel like there's gonna be a moment where you're gonna apologize to the universe, or you might actually even apologize to somebody that you didn't listen to them because they were right all along. Or you're gonna be like, oh man, I should have listened to this person. They told me, they were trying to, you know, like show me. Does that make sense? It's kind of like where you're gonna feel like you're gonna be surprised about how somebody was right about something, and they didn't have bad intentions with you when they said something. Does that make sense? So they were suggesting something to you, they said something to you, and maybe around the time where they said what they said to you, and again, it's gonna make sense, even if you feel like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, this is a prediction. So in the moment where they said something to you, like, I think you should get rid of that, I think you should try that, you know, you didn't take them seriously, or you didn't listen to them, or you thought they didn't know what they were talking about, or you thought that you might have even thought that it was like unnecessary. It was like an unnecessary comment, but it was very necessary because they were trying to show you something. So in hindsight, you're going to feel like, I should have taken this person's advice from the beginning, or I should have listened to this person from the beginning, or this person really was just coming from a genuine place, or this person really loves me and really tried to help me, but I didn't listen. So you're going to be surprised about like how intelligent this person is and how much they're actually helping you. So their advice really changes your life, really helps you. And I feel like there's going to be a moment where you're going to maybe like say sorry or apologize to that person, or you're going to be like, man, you know, you were actually right, and I'm so grateful that you gave me this advice, even if only now it makes sense to me. Back in the days it didn't make sense. Or maybe you say sorry to the universe, you know, for throwing a temper tantrum. You're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, universe, I didn't see your plan, or I didn't see what you were like, what was your plan for me. So in the moment it really hurt me, but now I can see that you were only just that you were only trying to protect me, that you were only trying to protect my health or protect my happiness, and I'm so sorry for throwing a temper tantrum. That's what it feels like to me here, okay? So again, you get the best of both worlds. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. It's kind of like a plot twist in a movie, I'm going to be very honest. And it's kind of like where the universe shows you who you can really trust, or that one person in particular in your life, I don't know who this is, has a very, very pure and genuine heart, and maybe you didn't see it before, or you didn't trust them, or your attention was on something else, and then you're going to be like, man, this person was by my side, or this person really loves me, or this person always wanted the good for me and they never had any bad intentions with me. And then on the contrary, somebody that you thought had good intentions with you didn't have good intentions with you. So there's some type of twist here, okay? Pile number 2, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped you. I'm going to see you in my next one, and I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, guys. So today's pick a card reading is going to be what surprise is coming to you now. I was asking your spirit guides about a surprise that is coming to you shortly after you watch the reading, because now means, or it could mean 1 hour from now, 1 day from now, 1 week from now, 1 month from now, but it's not supposed to mean 1 year from now, because that would not be now, or it would not be shortly after this reading, because I was asking what surprise is coming to pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3 now, which means any moment from now on as you're watching this reading, okay? So there's kind of like no time frame, but there's also a time frame, if that makes sense. But anyway, pile number 3, let's begin your reading. Let me come down from pile number 2. So let's see what's happening here. I'm going to be very honest. Now, interestingly enough, Spirit does not only want to talk about like the good things that surprise you, but they might also be wanting to expose things to you, okay? So hold on tight, because pile number 2, there was like a mixture of, well, we're going to talk about the good stuff, but we're also going to talk about the stuff that is hidden from you that might surprise you, if that makes sense, okay? So just be aware that this might be where I'm talking about both energies, which would make sense because I'm a Libra and I believe in like both sides of the coin. In case your spirit guides feel like, or in case the universe or some type of like ancestor or you know, a loved one that is watching over you feels like this is information that you need. It's going to surprise you, but you need this information, okay? As well as the good things. So I just want to let you guys know we might get a little bit of both, okay? Okay, let's see what's happening here. What is happening here? Let me show you the card, okay? We have here success. So pile number 3, you're gonna be very surprised about you being successful at something. Meaning that maybe you didn't expect to find success this fast. Maybe you thought, oh, I might be successful, but it's exceeding your expectations, or you didn't have any hope at all, but it is successful. Okay, so let me see maybe what this is about. I'm seeing something about like you being on the internet. Okay, because if I look at this card, I'm seeing like, do you see that here? So to be honest with you guys, I'm just gonna channel because there's a lot coming through here, okay? So, and again, just take what resonates because this is a general reading. There's a lot of you guys watching, so I might go into specifics, but the general energy I'm also going to explain, but I might also go into specific scenarios which is not gonna be for everybody the same, but the core energy or the main energy is the same. Okay, so I'm seeing something about you scrolling on the internet, or you're like on the internet and you're finding something, or you successfully find something. There's something about finding something that either brings success to you, or you're successfully finding something. I also feel like a strong energy of like finding a job that you always, like a job position that you always wanted to have. So it's kind of like, for some of you guys, it's success in finding a job. For others of you, it's success in finding the job that you always wanted. For others of you, it's finding success in a new home. Do you see that? Where you find like, I'm also being brought to kind of like when somebody finds the perfect office, or finds the perfect like neighborhood, or finds the perfect apartment. It's what I'm picking up here, or successfully finding an apartment. But let me see what else is coming through here. For some of you guys, I'm seeing like your boss or your manager calling you into their office, and they might be, you know, like they might be suggesting something to you. They might be giving you like a bonus, or they might be asking you if you want to transition to a different department where you make more money, or they might be asking you to transition to a department that is like less stressful. Something about where you go into the office of a manager or like a boss or something along those lines. Again, not for everybody. I'm gonna explain different things, or different things are coming through. And it's like this person, I'm hearing you get a green light. Something about you getting a green light, and you thought it would not work, or you thought it would take longer, or something along those lines. Or you're gonna be, it's like an energy where I'm also being brought to like somebody watching over your paperwork and your documents, and you were scared that they find a fault in it, but they don't. It's like you give, for example, you write an exam and you give it to your teacher, and you think your teacher's gonna find so many mistakes and stuff like that, but they're like, no, it's fine, it's cool, you passed the test, or they're very happy with your work. So it's kind of like an imposter syndrome, where you do something exceptionally good, but you think it's shit, but then your teacher or your boss or your manager is like, hey, you did a great job here, or I don't see any mistakes, or something along those lines is what I'm picking up here. Okay, let me see what's happening. Okay, what is this success about for pile number? It's like an energy where you're soon going to celebrate good news. So let's see what this is about, because we have romance, celebration, and party. Okay, so you're literally gonna feel like, oh my god, I want to go out and dance, I want to go out and get a drink, I want to go out and party because of like success here. Let me see. This is very odd. Let's see what that is about. What is the success energy about? I'm gonna get a few cards here, guys, okay? What the success energy is about. I'm also picking up something about a doctor, where you go to a doctor and you're so scared, but the test results are coming back good. Like, you're gonna be happy about a doctor's visit. Or something about where the doctor, not for everybody again, of course, okay, or where the doctor finds out what is wrong with you, so you're happy about knowing what is wrong with you. And I'm also hearing that it is easily fixed, or that they have something that could help you, and you're gonna be happy about it. Does that make sense? Let's see. Yeah, because it could be an energy where there was like, you didn't know what was wrong with you, but then you get like the clarity about what is wrong, so then you can take action. But again, it feels like a doctor's office, or it feels like a positive, it feels like something about like success in a doctor's office, where you're going to be happy about something not being wrong anymore. Or that, for example, if you had a deficiency, that this deficiency is gone, or that your blood levels or your sugar levels or whatever are good. Again, this is not going to be for everybody here. Something about a doctor's visit, and you're going to be happy about the doctor's visit. That's what it feels like to me here. For others of you, there's something about you're putting in documents, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so like, I don't know what's going to come out of this. And I feel like whatever comes out of it is like good, like you're going to be happy. Maybe there's just minor mistakes, or just minor documents that you still have to like send, or it's like something is not as big as you think. It's like it's not as big of a problem as you think it is. Okay, and for others of you, this is literally about like finding like an apartment, or being successful at house hunting or apartment hunting. Let's see, why is the success here? What is the success energy about, Spirit? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it has a strong energy connected to work, or your work situation, or like a job promotion or something. For some of you guys, I feel like you were scared to lose your job. I don't know why. Okay, I feel like someone here, you made a mistake and you thought to yourself, oh my god, you know, like I fucked up everything, and you know, they don't want me to work there anymore. But they do, like they're happy with you, or they're happy with what you're doing, or they don't see anything wrong. Let's see, what is the success about? What is that success about, please, Spirit? We have the Strength card in reverse. What is the success energy about here? Four of Wands, yeah. For a lot of you guys, it also has something to do with like, I'm also hearing something about you're going to celebrate your stability. So you're going to be very happy about how something is finalized or how something is stable. Kind of like you get the contract, you get the job, you get the apartment, or where, for example, maybe they have been announcing that, again, not for everybody, maybe they have been announcing that they have to, you know, let go of certain... they have to let go of staff because, you know, maybe the company doesn't need as much people anymore, but you're one of the people that they're going to keep. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me. Is something about you're going to celebrate your stability, or you're going to be celebrating how you no longer worry about something. It's kind of like your salary is safe, or your home is safe, or you know, your income, rent, where the rent comes from, or your income is safe. Something about you feeling like you are safe. So you're going to celebrate that you feel safe somehow, some way, is what I'm picking up here. Okay, this might even be where somebody made you feel like you are not safe, but this person is like, spirit is getting rid of that person, or this person, like, I'm also picking up an energy where somebody has been causing anxiety inside of you by being sneaky or doing something sneaky, or you knew that somebody, it's kind of like an energy where somebody gives you a bombastic side or somebody doesn't like you and you know about it. So every time you cross paths, they make you feel anxious about, for example, going to work or going to school, because they always give you like the side eye. But for some reason, there's an energy of like, they might be changing the classroom, or they might be changing school, or you might not see them as often anymore. So you're going to feel safe going to school, or you're going to feel safe going to work. Does that make sense? Or something about you're going to feel safe is what I'm picking up here. Let me see, what is this success about? And again, for others of you, it has something to do with your living situation. Okay, so a surprise that could come to you is that a new home, okay, where you will be moving soon, okay, or there's gonna be an opportunity for you to move very soon, or to but I'm also thinking for some of you guys, it's also something about the money for you to be able to move is coming to you soon. So for some of you guys, you really wanted to move, or you wanted to relocate, or find an apartment, or find a roommate, or find something along those lines, okay? Let's see, I want to get other cards here, because it's not very clear here what this is about. Do you know what this reminds me of? I don't know what this would mean to you guys, but do you guys know like Germany's Next Top Model or Bachelorette, Bachelor, where it's like all the candidates are there, and then you are like a little bit shaky because you don't know if you pass the next, if you get to the next episode, or if they take you. It's kind of like where in Germany's Next Top Model or something along those lines, or any kind of America's Next Top Model, and they're holding like your, this makes so much sense. They're holding like your picture, and it's like, who's gonna get the chance to get to the next stage, or you know, if you're going to be part of the next episode. I don't know what this means, guys. Okay, there's something happening, like it could even be literally an audition where you're going to celebrate that you were chosen in an audition or something along those lines. Okay, what is the success about here? What is that success about here for pile number 3, Spirit? The Hermit in reverse. For some of you guys, it does have something to do with health. Okay, where you're gonna be, I'm also thinking for some of you guys, you're gonna be very happy that a health issue is healing faster than you think. Okay, so you thought to yourself, oh, I'm gonna have this health issue for the next, I don't know, 3 months, but it literally heals in 2 weeks, and you're gonna celebrate, oh my God, my health issues are healing, or I'm healing very fast, or something is healing very fast is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Hold on. There's something about your health, but the Hermit is the 6th house, which is all about health and wellness. Okay, so there's success in your 6th house, which is daily routine, okay, something about where something that you do every day finally pays off, okay, or you're gonna celebrate that something that you do every day finally pays off. We're gonna talk about it in a second, okay? Or something that you have been doing for months and months and months and you didn't see any results. The results are coming to you any moment from now on as you're watching this, again, because it talks about daily routine. For others of you, there's something about success when it comes to your health, or a healing fast, or something about where you find the right medication, or you find the right doctor, you find the right person to talk to, like where you get positive feedback at the doctor's office, or something like where you were scared of something but the doctor is like, hey, nothing is wrong with you, or this is very easy to fix, or we're gonna help you here, or again something along those lines, okay? For others of you, the 6th house also talks about enemies. Now the 6th house talks about, for example, the 12th house in astrology talks about hidden enemies. The 6th house talks about enemies that you know of. So there could be an energy where you do know that certain people don't like you, or you already have a feeling that certain people don't like you or give you the bombastic side eye. For some of you guys, you felt like there was an evil eye on you, or you felt like somebody's wishing you, bad stuff, or somebody's like affecting your energy. For some of you guys, you literally felt like somebody else's energy is affecting your energy. You could feel, it's like when you close your eyes, but you know that somebody's watching you or looking at you. But with bad thoughts, or like with not so positive thoughts about you, and it has been affecting you. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like there's also something about conquering your enemies. I don't know what this would mean, but there's like literally, like if I could describe the energy with you guys, it's like the final movie scene where the hero wins against the villain. So I don't know what this would mean. There's something about where you're gonna conquer your enemies, or something about where the universe is removing enemies out of your life, or removing like people's evil eye out of your life, okay? There's something about evil eyes are being destroyed, I'm gonna be very honest, or negative energies being destroyed, or somebody's evil eye can no longer affect you with the Hermit card here. Somebody's evil eye can no longer affect you, or somebody's negative energy is no longer around you because they changed jobs, they moved to a different place, your neighbors are moving out so they don't bother you anymore. Does that make sense? There's something about where you conquer your enemies, or something about defeating your enemies, whatever that means to you, or kind of like where evil eyes are being destroyed, or negative energies being destroyed, curses are broken is what I'm picking up here, in case you did feel like something is in the air. For others of you with the Hermit card here, this also talks about somebody here is also going to successfully overcome an addiction, and you're going to be very happy about it to the point where you want to celebrate, or you're just going to be very happy about it, or very content with yourself. So you might actually surprise yourself how it's kind of like when somebody tries hypnosis to stop smoking and you don't think it's gonna work, or your expectations are not that high, or you think it's gonna take longer, where you feel like, okay, maybe hypnosis is working, but I might have to do it for like 3 or 4 months, but it literally works in the first month. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like to me here. So somebody is successfully overcoming an addiction, and you're gonna celebrate it, or you're gonna be very happy about it, how you're overcoming self-sabotage with the 7 of Swords, or how you overcome an addiction, where you're basically conquering the enemy, but the enemy is an addiction, or the enemy is self-sabotage, okay? And for others of you, it's literally people that have been working against you is what I'm picking up here. And somehow, some way, there's like, you're gonna be very surprised about like it's like the energy where you are, how can I describe that energy? I'm hearing life has a funny way, or it's like I'm hearing something about ironic, where let's say, for example, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, somebody has been spreading a rumor about you, okay? Let's say, for example, somebody has been spreading a rumor about you, and it has been affecting you for months. Just an example, okay? And it's going to be very ironic, because the way this enemy is going down, or is going downhill, or the way this enemy, you are conquering this enemy, it's like you're not doing anything, but what they did to you happens to them. Does that make sense? Let's say, for example, they laugh about you gaining weight, and then they start to gain weight. It's like an energy of like irony. I'm picking up an energy of irony, or they have been spreading rumors about you, and now they're the target of someone else spreading rumors about them. Does that make sense? So there's something about like, oh my God, this is so ironic. They have been hurting me. They have been doing me dirty, or they have been doing something to me. And now what they did to me happens to them. Does that make sense? But it's also not about like, oh, you know, where you are happy about them having a downfall. I'm not talking about it. It's just like where the universe is like stopping these people from sending you an evil eye by the energy that they sent to you returns to them. So it's kind of like a return to sender, or it's like the energy that they sent to you, it returns to them, so it's no longer with you. If this energy from these people has been around you, it returns to them. So it's like something is backfiring, their energy is backfiring, and you might be witnessing how their negative energy, how their evil eye is backfiring to them and takes them out. So it's kind of like where their own negative energy takes them out, but they have been addressing it towards you, but it takes them out of the game. It's like when somebody is, let's say for example, you run a marathon and somebody's like sabotaging, something with you, and what they have been trying to do to you happens to them. So now they're disqualified. Now they're no longer part of the marathon. So Spirit is taking the enemy out of the game. I don't know what this would mean. It's gonna somehow, some way make sense. For others of you, it's not even that dramatic. For some of you guys, it's just, oh my God, I'm so surprised about how fast I overcame this addiction, or how fast something worked for me to heal, how fast I'm healing, how fast I'm overcoming my addiction. For others of you, it's something about like you're gonna be happy about finding an apartment fast, or something about where you get like the positive feedback that you can move in, and you maybe didn't expect to be able to move in so fast, or you thought, oh, maybe I'm going to move house, or I'm hearing move mountains, but I'm hearing where you thought you're going to relocate maybe like in autumn or fall season, but it literally happens in summer. Does that make sense? Something along those lines. There's like a surprising effect to a new home, or something about where it's like negative energy is lifted from your shoulders somehow, some way. Okay, let me see. Why is the success energy here? And for others of you, yeah, look at that. It's like interference. Do you see that? There's something about like a health issue is no longer influencing you, or you're overcoming a health issue, you're overcoming enemies, you're overcoming evil eyes, you are overcoming even like self-sabotage. Okay, so for some of you guys, there's also this energy of like you are gonna be successful at changing your mindset, meaning that maybe you had like these very fucked up thoughts about yourself, like, oh, I'm never gonna succeed, or something along those lines, and you have been trying for months to heal your mindset or to think more positively about yourself, and you're succeeding at it. So you're going to notice that your thoughts are way more positive about yourself, but it's also going to show in your real life. Does that make sense? Where you start to think to yourself like, man, I'm so talented, and you start to hear from people like in your outside world, hey, you're so talented. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like the conversation that you have with yourself in your mind starts to reflect in your life, because people are way more positive around you, or you attract way more positive people, you attract way more opportunities, or you attract way more like for things to just work out for you. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, I'm also hearing something about stable. It could even be like where your health is stable, or your mental health is stable, or because we talked about stability, right? Where your mental health becomes stable, or your physical body, like your physical health becomes stable. So it's not shaky anymore, where one day you feel good, the other day you feel like shit, or one day you think positive, the other day you think negative. Somehow it becomes stable. Okay, I'm also hearing something about like successfully overcoming a negative habit, and successfully like starting a new habit, where you successfully start a new habit, or kind of like where you stick to this new habit and it immediately shows results in your life. Okay, is what I'm picking up here, but let's see. Okay, now we have to talk about something else here, which we're going to get into that in a second, but we have here the card Perseverance, and it says, I'm just checking myself out in the viewfinder just to see if, you know, if everything is fine. So it says Perseverance. You may feel like you are getting nowhere, but there are wonderful changes ahead. Don't give up. You see? So it's kind of like the energy of like, maybe you have been trying to overcome something for a few months. Okay, you have been trying to get rid of negative energy for a few months. You have been trying to kind of like conquer your enemies for a few months. You have been trying to heal your self-sabotaging tendencies or your self-destructive tendencies for a few months. But now you are overcoming it. Okay, so right here, right now, any moment from now, there's a huge success moment when it comes to that energy. Okay. We also have here the card, I'm not gonna lie, which made me super duper excited when I saw it. It says Opportunities. A stranger, let me say it again, a stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. Okay, so this surprise that comes to you might actually be you meeting a stranger that is about to change your life. Okay, you might actually meet somebody who's very successful, and their success energy is gonna trickle down to you. Does that make sense? Where you meet somebody and this person is a very successful, influential person, and because you are connected to this person, because this person likes you, they're gonna give you an opportunity that other people don't get. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's like where somebody's like, man, you are so lucky to be friends with this person. You're so lucky this person likes you, because this person is going to give you an opportunity that other people don't get. Kind of coming back to America's Next Top Model, kind of like where they hold like a picture and it's like pile number 3. We give you the opportunity to continue the race or continue this competition to become America's Next Top Model. That's what it feels like to me here. So I don't know what this means in your life, okay? For some of you guys, you could literally get like discovered by somebody. I'm not gonna lie, but again, I'm gonna say it again because I like hearing it. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action. Plus, especially a special family reunion looks likely. Okay, so for some of you guys with the 4 of Wands, now that I think about it, the 4 of Wands also talks about like Cancer energy, which is Cancerian energy, which is about the 4th house. And the 4th house is also about traditions and family and, you know, like your mother, your father and stuff like that. So there could also be an energy of a blessing coming to your family that is going to surprise you. Okay, something about a family member is healing, a family member is celebrating success, but you're also involved in it, or them being successful at something also involves you, because they're going to share their success with you because it's your dad, it's your mom, it's your brother, it's your sister, or something along those lines. Okay, that could be the reason why success is celebrated in your family is what I'm picking up here. Let me see what else is coming through. Let's see. I want to get one last card and I want to ask how the stranger is changing your lives, because I don't know what this is. It's like you're meeting a very influential person, or you're meeting a person who can change your life because of like their position, or because of what they have, or because of what they know. Let's see. How's the stranger that pile number 3 is meeting? How's the stranger that pile number 3 is meeting changing pile number 3's life? The High Priestess. How's the stranger that pile number 3 is meeting changing pile number 3's life? For others of you, it's not a stranger. For others of you, it's a family member. And for others of you, it's a stranger. Okay. 8 of Cups. Ooh. Do you know what I'm seeing here? This is like a person who shows you like This is a person who is going to help you to escape a situation. Okay, this is like a person who's helping you to escape maybe like a toxic, let's say for example, they're helping you to escape a toxic company or a toxic work dynamic or like a toxic department or whatever, or they're helping you to escape, how do you say it? They're helping you to escape like a toxic living situation, a toxic work situation. Somehow this person is helping you to escape. Okay, they're helping you with your escape plan. Because now I'm hearing the song by A$AP Rocky. And shout out to my people with escape plan. Helping you to somehow come out of a situation. This could also be like, for example, you are in a messy situation, like legally or with documents. This person is actually helping you out. I'm also being brought to kind of like loopholes where this person shows you a loophole. I'm being brought to kind of like people who do taxes or accountants or something along those lines, and they show you how you can get out of a situation when you do this and when you do that. So it's kind of like this person, because if I look at this card, it's like a person who knows how they have hidden information about a loophole. Could even be like documents, it could be visa, like where you think it's only one way how you can live abroad or work abroad, but there's also different options how you can live or work abroad, but not everybody knows about it. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like loopholes that other people don't know about, or moving out, or kind of like, you know, when you want to kind of like, for example, when you want to change your name, I don't know why this comes to me, but changing your name, you would have to have a valid reason, but you don't have a valid reason, or nothing that would be approved by the government, but somebody says to you, hey, if you use this reason, or if you send this letter to the government with that reason, they have to change your name. So they're showing you kind of like a loophole how you can get what you want, even though it's kind of tricky, or you would have to have like a strong argument to get what you want. I don't know what this would mean in your life, okay? It's kind of like something about, yeah, something brought to kind of like where it's like a lawyer who knows how to defend you, and you know how to twist the words so that it works for you. Does it make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. For others of you, this person has hidden information. They know something that you need to know, because the High Priestess here tells me this is like a person, they're going to change your life because they know something that you don't know, but you need to know this information in order for your life to change. Okay, in order for you to escape something, because the Eight of Cups tells me that you're trying to start a new life. Okay, I feel like you're trying to start in your life, but you kind of feel stuck where you are at. Does that make sense? So you're trying to start in your life, but you feel stuck where you are at, but this person shows you the door to get out of that situation with what they know or with what they do or something along those lines. Okay, how is the stranger changing pile number 3's life? Again, if it's not a stranger, it could be a family member, it could be like somebody from your family, and you're going to be surprised that they were the answer to your question. Like you had a question in your mind and you didn't know that your cousin has the answer, or your brother or your sister has the answer, if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, they're somehow helping you to get out of a tricky situation, or they're somehow helping you to heal from something. Okay, there's something about this person is changing your life because they're helping you to free yourself from something painful. They're helping you to free yourself from an addiction, or they're helping you to free yourself from like sadness or depression or like a worry or something along those lines. They're like, hey, you're like, oh my God, where's the door? Where's the door? I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. And they're showing you the door, like, hey, pile number 3, walk this path. I think this path, you're gonna find a door. Okay, if I could describe it in energy here. Let me see, one more. How's this stranger or family member or whoever this person is changing pile number 3's? Yeah, look at that. Do you see that? It's like, for example, you have a car and your car is acting up. The chariot, it's kind of like, you want to get from A to B, but you don't have the car. This person has the car. Does that make sense? Or you are trying to get from A to B, but your car is acting up in the middle of the way, and you're like, oh my God, I need to get out of here, I need to get out of here. This person is fixing your car so that you get from A to B. That's what it feels like to me here. Okay, let me see what else is coming through. yeah, look at that. We have semi-sextile, and it says encourages, sees the potential in. So somebody's gonna see the potential in you, and they will want to support you, is what I'm picking up here. It says clarifies, again, somebody, it's like this person's gonna bring you clarity to a worry that you had, or you were asking yourself, how am I going to get out of that situation? This person has the answer, okay? Gives hope to, compensates. For some of you guys, it might be an unexpected compensation. You didn't expect, oh, interesting, an unexpected compensation. So you didn't expect, I'm hearing good karma, to be honest with you guys, because it doesn't feel like money. It feels like good karma, as if you, excuse me, as if you, yeah, that's what it is. As if somebody wants to help you because they like you, but they like you because you have a genuine, kind heart. That's what it feels like, because if you say, or if I say good karma, for me this feels like this person is sensitive towards, it's like a person who's looking, they want to give the chance to a genuine person. It's like one person wants to give a genuine chance, wants to give a chance to a genuine person. Like they don't just want to help anybody who doesn't need their help. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like a person who is looking for somebody who genuinely needs their help, or this person is looking for somebody who has a genuine heart, or who is truthful. So they're very like selective with who they give this chance to, but you're the one who has the most genuine heart, or has the most genuine answer, or your kind heart, your kind smile, your warm smile, you being kind to them is the reason why they're helping you. And that's what I mean when I say good karma, okay? We also have here responds, cycles, grows, realizes, and rewards. And I think we have the word reward here twice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay. We don't have the word reward twice here, but let me see. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, I feel like you're trying to escape something here. Yeah, absolutely. You want to get away from a toxic energy. You want to get away from a toxic person. You want to get away from a person that you know is not good for your health, or even like a habit or an environment that is not good for your health. And Spirit is helping you with that here. So there's going to be a change where it's kind of like where Spirit is taking you out of a toxic environment and putting you into a healthy environment, or they're helping you to release toxins from your body, or some type of toxic energy that was somewhere, somehow in your body is going to get removed, is what I'm picking up here. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Nine of Pentacles. Now, I always have to say that, but Spirit is saying, because I feel like you're going to feel like, oh my God, I want to go out. You know, I'm hearing let's have a toast for the douchebags. Let's have a toast for the assholes. Let's have a toast for the scumbags. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm seeing you here. You want to go out and celebrate this success. And I feel like you have to be a little bit careful. So don't tell everybody and their mama the good things that are happening to you, because sometimes it's better to keep blessings to ourselves, because you create so much. Like it's like people, you know how people are. You know, you cannot always tell everybody and their mama, like, don't have a megaphone and tell everybody and their mama all the good things that are happening to you, because then you're gonna be in the same situation if somebody is sending you negative energy. It's better when you keep it a secret. There's something about keeping a blessing a secret. I'm gonna be very honest here with you guys. Or keeping your plans a secret until they are fully, like, when everything is set in stone, maybe then you can say something. But before everything is not set in stone, don't talk to people about it, okay? Because I'm picking up somebody will try to, like, somebody will try to steal the opportunity from you. I don't know what this would mean. Because if I look at this card, the Seven of Swords is somebody who's like a thief. This is a person who wants to steal, or who lies, or who does sabotage people on purpose, or they put negative thoughts into your head on purpose, or they say something negative to you on purpose. They send you negative energy on purpose. Now, if we look at this card here, it's like it's a tree. Okay, I'm being brought to the song Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar, but if you look at it, it's kind of like a person who wants to like at night, they want to come to your tree, they want to come to your garden and like kind of like steal the fruits away from you. Does that make sense? So Spirit might be asking you to protect your tree or to protect your garden. Do you see that? Okay, something about protect your garden, protect your tree, protect like whatever this, it's like protect this blessing is what I'm picking up here. By not telling everybody about it. Where's the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, and for others of you, there's something about like, something about, again, you getting away from enemies, or you getting away from a person that is trying to kind of like, I don't know. I feel like this person is like poking you on purpose, or they're saying negative stuff to you on purpose, or they're mean to you on purpose. Okay. So there's something about like as if you are being saved, or it's like somebody's helping you to get away, or Spirit is taking this person out of your life somehow, some way. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Okay, but that's what it feels like to me here. Yeah, I'm hearing it's like, how can I say that? It's like where your enemies can no longer reach you. But it for me, it feels like even physically, or like they cannot see you anymore, they cannot reach you anymore, or they don't have access to you anymore, or their energy or their strategies don't work anymore. Okay, that's what it feels like to me here. Because I'm hearing it's kind of like, I'm hearing case closed, or your enemies are going to be put in their place, and it's like the energy is going to rest. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I'm being brought to like a freezer spell. So if you do rituals, or if you practice magic, and I don't do it often, or I don't do much of it, but I sometimes do only when it's really necessary. But there's like this freezer spell where you put the name of the person that you think is sending you negative energy or sending you an evil eye. It's less harmless than a return to sender, because if you do a return to sender, the person that has been sending you negative energy, it goes back to them, right? But if you do a freezer spell, it's kind of like where you freeze this person's energy, so their negative energy is like frozen. So, and then you throw, it's like when you take like a glass, you put the name of the person, and I think you write it down 3 times or something like that, and then you put it into water, and then you freeze it, and then you throw this, and then you throw it away, kind of like where you freeze this person's energy. Is what it feels like to me here. Something about like freeze. And now I'm being brought to like a dance, right? Isn't there a dance, or isn't there like a freeze where you practice like a dance? Is it the cha-cha song? I don't know. And it's like freeze. I'm hearing freeze. Everybody put your hands up in the air. Something along those lines. It's like this energy, whoever this is, you conquer your enemies, you defeat your enemies, but it might be surprising to you the way it's going to happen, or it's going to be very ironic. It's like it's a very ironic situation how this is all turning out. How you receive good karma and how these people receive bad karma, or they just receive like the energy that they put out comes back to them. Very simple. The energy that you put out comes back to you. Very simple. But it might be very ironic how it is happening. It's like almost funny, but also not funny. Because it's like, man, you know, why do you have to be such a scumbag? You know, if you would not be such a scumbag, this would have not have happened to you. Does it make sense? Something about a plot twist that is going to be ironic, where you are being saved, or you are receiving help, or a wish of yours is coming true. You wanted to escape this situation, and your wish to escape this situation, or this person, or this negative energy, or this liar, this cheater, this narcissist or whatever, it's gonna be ironic, is what it feels like to me here. Okay. Ooh, okay. Pile number 3, that's all I have for you guys. Let me get one last card, just one. Anything else? What kind of surprise is coming to pile number 3? Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. One more. What surprise is coming to pile number... Yeah, look at that. There's something about like where you think you are gonna be stuck longer than you think. So you think you're gonna be stuck until, I don't know, you get this job, or you're gonna be stuck. Something about where you think you're gonna be stuck, but you're not. Or it's not, you're not gonna be stuck as long as you think you will be stuck in the situation. Okay, because the 8 of Wands talks about swiftness. Something is going faster than you think. Okay, you finding an apartment happens faster than you think. You getting enough or having enough money to move out happens faster than you think. You finding a better job happens faster than you think. So you're gonna be surprised about how fast your worry, how fast you overcome a worry or a problem, if I could put it in a few words. You're gonna be surprised about how fast you overcome a worry or a problem. Okay. That's what it feels like to me here. And again, for others of you, this is about positive, something positive about a doctor's office is what I'm picking up here, or healing very fast, or your body is responding very positively to something and you're going to be surprised about it. And instead of, you know, having to use this medication for 3 months, you only have to use it for 1 month. Does that make sense? Okay, because we have here good advice from a wise person. Okay, the owl could also be a significant spirit animal in your life right now. But anyway, pile number 3, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you like this reading. I hope this helped you. I'm gonna see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.